My Nanja people, fellow Africans, I agree to. Today, I want to talk to you about a new school that has been established in Imo State, Nigeria. I am the founder of the school, and the school is called Victor Nwankwo Leadership Academy. This is a secondary school that we run from JSS 1 to SS 3. Our vision for finding this school is to be a global institution where capable world leaders will be formed and transformed into servant leaders. You might be wondering why the emphasis on leadership. I'm very lucky and privileged to have traveled to over 45, in fact, to be exact, 50 countries. And when I look at the life of the citizens of these different countries, there's only one differentiating factor, and it is always leadership. So whether you are in the States, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, as a human being, you have the same needs as everybody. But what differentiated the quality of life of different citizens of these countries that I've been to was always leadership. In response to that, I've taken up all my life savings and I've built an academy, not a school, an academy where we will train future leaders. The reason it's an academy is that it's not a place where you go and learn how to read and write. It is a place where we mentor you to become the best version of yourself. And you know, you can't teach an old dog a new trick. I'm sure you've heard that. But our target is young kids. Young boys and girls from the ages of 10 to 18. They will join us from JSS 1 and they will be with us up to SS 3. And our version of leadership is servant leadership. We believe that a leader is supposed to be the servant. And that is why the motto of the academy is, to serve is to lead. Our goal is to produce international level IT skills and knowledge leaders. We want to deliver global ambassadors of leadership, and it has to be based on servant leadership, not leadership as we know it. So what are the values of this, our academy? Our values are self-sacrifice, servant leadership, hard work, ethics, empathy, humility, and integrity. For you to lead, you have to possess these qualities. For you to rule, you don't have to possess them. And let me make it clear. When I talk about leadership, I'm not talking about political leadership. Our academy has no affiliation to any group. We're not affiliated to any political group, any religious group, any tribe, any sector, nothing. We are affiliated to humanity. That is why it is a co-ed. It is a school for boys and girls. It is a school open to Muslims, Christians, atheists, charismatics, whatever you call yourself. You are welcome to this academy. There's only one thing that we cannot negotiate on. It is your respect for the dignity of the human person. So, as far as you believe in the equality of the human person and the dignity of the human person, you believe in human rights, you believe in all of us are created equal, we welcome you to our academy. Yes, of course, it's not a free academy. There will be fees paid. Our goal is that when we've stabilized, we will eventually begin to offer scholarship to less privileged members of the society. So, the question is, why choose us? We ask you to choose the Victor Nwankwo Leadership Academy because we offer holistic education, not just academics. Yes, our infrastructure, our teaching, our skills will deliver one of the best results we've seen. We are not obsessed with American curriculum, British curriculum, or whatever you want to say. No. We are a different type of private school. Nigerian education curriculum is very good. I went through it. So that is not the problem. The problem is how it's delivered to our students. And that is what we're going to change. Our holistic approach to education will mentor a boy from childhood to manhood. Then the boy becomes a man and realizes that what makes him a man is not his gender, but the way he behaves. The girl becomes a lady, transitions from being a child to a lady, from a lady to a woman. And she realizes that to be a woman is not a matter of age. We are going to offer quality education. Our education system will be targeted, it will be personal, and it will be intentional. And that is why we are limiting the number of students we accept, because we can't compromise with that. We cannot. We want to train your sons and daughters to become leaders, not political leaders. If they go into IT, we want them to be leaders in the IT industry. If they go into medicine, we want them to be global leaders in medicine. If they go into robotics, if they go into AI, we want them to lead. But what we want to teach them is that serving is leading. So we don't want them to lead from the top. We want them to lead as part of the community. And that is why we have taken a very strict recruitment process. Yes, our staff will be qualified, but beyond that, it is not negotiable that they will understand the ethos of servant leadership. We cannot compromise on that. Over and above that, we are going to expose your children to international leadership. So by the time they finish from JSS 1 to SS3, we guarantee you that at some point they are going to travel out of the country and go to another school and experience a different culture. As I said to you, I am who I am today because I've traveled extensively. Having been to 50 countries, you realize that what is important in one place is actually not important in another place. And that is a humbling experience. It would be a great honor to have your sons and daughters in our academy. And we are so inclusive that we've chosen not to affiliate ourselves with anybody. Not even a bank. We are self-funded. We don't want anybody to dictate what we want to achieve. Because what we want to achieve is basically advancement of humanity. The equality of everyone. We want to bring the reality to believe that we are all created equal. That we have a right to pursue happiness, self-gratification, self-transcendence. But we must do this with humility. What we tell you is that after 6 years, your children will leave our academy with a belief and a thorough understanding of the dignity of the human person. We are not on a mission to change them. Your children are perfect the way they are. Our goal is to make them the best version of themselves. And that is where we talk about spirituality at the academy. And I repeat, we are not religious. Because if we are religious, we start creating division. But we are spiritual. Spirituality allows both our students and staff to live their best lives possible. If singing is what makes you who you are, we'll give you an environment to sing. If it's dancing, if it's cooking, if it's carpentry, whatever it is, as long as it is in line with the dignity of the human person. So we are essentially on a journey that requires the most comprehensive expertise, the broadest knowledge, and greatest integrity. And that's what we call our diversity and inclusion. Because I repeat, I'll tell you again, that the more I traveled around the world, the more I realized that the difference between one country and the other country was who was leading them. There's no other difference. Human needs are the same. Human capabilities are the same. So we want to create an environment where your children will become the best version of themselves, where they will fight for a cause greater than themselves, where they will fight for humanity, for dignity, for equal rights, where a man will understand that he is equal to a woman, and vice versa, where a Christian will see a Muslim as their brother, and vice versa, and where there will be no sense of superiority. In practical terms, we are treating everybody so equal that your children will not be allowed to bring provisions to the school. Because I have an experience. I went to secondary school in Nigeria. I went to primary school in Nigeria. And I know what impact it had in the lives of children who came to school with better provisions than others. Your children will be well fed at the academy. They will be looked after. They will be looked after. But our job will only be completed when they leave us after 6 years. Not just with A class in WAEC. No. We are so confident of delivering that because of our infrastructure and the type of employees we are recruiting. But we have a more fulfilling project that they leave us as ethical leaders. And picture it this way. You have 50 people that leave the academy every year after their WAEC. Can you imagine having 50 ethical governors? Can you imagine having 50 ethical servant leaders as CEOs? Can you imagine having 50 ethical religious leaders in the country? Please, join us. As a parent, send us your children. As an ordinary Nigerian, send us ideas. We are on Facebook. Our website is www.victornwankwo-leadership-academy.africa. Send us any ideas you might have. This is not a business. This is a call to humanity. This is the only way we can guarantee a better future for my children and for your children and for our children's children. Because when we start living a life that is greater than ours, when we make ethics our daily behavior, when we think of ourselves as servants of other humans, there is nothing we cannot achieve. Thank you for the opportunity. If you want to know about our academy, visit us. www.victornwankwo-leadership-academy.africa. We're available on WhatsApp, and we can interact with you on Facebook as well. Admissions opens on the 1st of June, 2021. This will be for the JSS1 students of 2022-2023. It's not far away, it's next year. We start it now because our approach to this project is specific. So if we are to have 50 kids, we want to be prepared for those 50 so that before even the end of this year, we know those kids, we plan for them, we understand who they are, and we will understand their needs, and we will teach and mentor them accordingly. I hope that you will support this humble project. Thank you very much, my Naija people.